Welcome back, humble traders. Today I'll be doing a technical breakdown on Citigroup, ticker symbol C. Before I begin, remember take a second to give the video a like and subscribe as you greatly help out the channel. Do note that I do not provide any buy or sell calls, but focus on the potential traps laid out by the market makers. Without further ado, let's take a look at Citigroup. So Citigroup, the earnings is coming up. You can see that the earnings is, I believe, is about 1 to 2 days time. So in the event that the stock is trending down just before earnings day, then I honestly do not expect any good earnings because the insiders are likely to have sold beforehand. And that is why we see a continuous sell down. So where exactly are my potential supports looking at this particular counter? So you can see that there are many wave patterns. You can see that there is a one wave pattern here, where we actually went from a high of here all the way up, all the way down to the low. So this is the first wave down, and then the second wave, we did see some support coming in at around 53 levels, and then we see a very short rebound. So if the rebound is too small, then it's not a very good situation because buyers are actually not actively buying and trying to push back for a potential reversal. So let's take a look at where exactly are the potential downsides ahead for this counter. You can see that we may be looking at around 43 to 44 levels here. And not forgetting, if you zoom in closely, you can see that there was actually a gap created back in November 2020. So you can see that there was a gap somewhere between 43 to 46. So this gap, it seems like it will be closed in the upcoming sessions, where in the event that we have bad earnings, then we may see a huge gap down to close this gap. Of course, there is some support here at around $42, $44. So this 40 to 42 may be a very, very strong support. But if Citi were to break down this support, then it may be a potential stop hunting for these market makers, where majority of the retail investors actually put their stop losses just below this $40 psychological level, around perhaps 38 to 39, and then we can see the flushing out of these retail investors. So it's a bit early to tell, but the earnings will be it's like unlikely to be a good earnings, and we can see that this gap can be potentially closed, and thereafter testing this $40 level would be a critical support to look at. So let's take a look at the weekly chart to get a better idea of where exactly are some crucial supports. So you can see that Citigroup seems to be in the range bound, and currently, if let's say we draw a parallel channel, you can see that there was some resistance here. Okay, so you can see that usually when we break out of a channel, it's time to sell, and we break down a channel, it's probably time to buy. You can see that there was two resistance here for Citigroup. This is the first resistance, and we had a very much like a fake breakout above these levels here, and another resistance here, and a fake breakout here. Currently now we are being supported here. So the previous support in somewhere in 2019 has now currently turned into some support for 2022. At two occasions, we can see that there was a breakdown of this channel support, and we may likely break down this channel support in the event of bad earnings ahead. You can see that there was some red candle volume of sell down, so that's not really a good sign. It shows that buyers are probably trying to clear their positions. Looking at the MACD is really very bearish looking, so you can see that it's still down. Let's take a look at the daily MACD. So the daily MACD also similar situation, is blue line cut below the orange line, and it's still below, and it's still very bearish looking. So I do not expect good earnings upcoming, and in the event that we do gap down, then I'm looking at around the gap of this 42 to around 44. And if that were not to hold, then potential stop hunting would be around 38 to 39 levels. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe as you keep the uptrend channel intact. Leave a comment below if you have any other stock tip requests. Till we meet again. Appreciate the manipulation.